You're listening to Messages from Mula, a space where we get to the roots and truth finds its way back home. So, this reading goes out to a collective that has been feeling a bit disconnected lately, a bit lethargic, unable to find motivation in their day to day routines, and it's only a matter of a past 1 month or two where you could be feeling difficult to find that motivation where earlier you were able to carry on things with grace. So, in today's reading, we'd like to dig deeper as to why this is happening. So, your energy is exuding a big time dissatisfaction in whatever you have in your vicinity, in your area, whatever you have, whatever you are being given, or whatever you are being provided with, or whatever you are carrying inside as a result of experience of the things you are engaging with. You find it insufficient, and definitely there is a call, there is a calling, and there is an urge to go towards something more. It's like going into the unknown. You want to explore, but I also see there is a bit of resistance, and a part of you certainly wants to protect yourself. Okay, so I see there is this conflicting energy, because there is 8 of cups. So letting go of that older version, the version that a part of you wants to let go of, it's actually not easy. The other part that wants to go out on and explore, it's like you have a flame already burning inside you, but somewhere it's not enough to keep you going, and you want to chase the sun as a result. And that is the kind of journey you want to set yourself out on, something that can actually nourish you for a longer period of time. That part that wants to protect you, and I would like to explore and dig deep into this protective energy that is coming from you, around you. I would like to see if this is coming from a sense of fear, or if this is coming from a sense of concern. What is it about? Because it also looks like that what you would be leaving behind is not that is entirely bad. It's a burning fire. You may not find it enough to sustain you, but this is something that you can build on. Okay, but for some reason that urge to leave it behind is quite strong. Okay, so I don't see or I don't smell fear in any case. The part of you that wants to protect you, it's not oozing of fear but concern. Concern in a way that it wants to highlight to you that this phase of resistance that you are actually experiencing in this very moment, it's not wrong entirely, okay? And the fact that you want to set out on a journey right now, like the urgency is too real, even that is not wrong, but it's about the timing, somewhere around timing, because I see the death card is here, and death card death card has a lot to do with the sense of timing, because uh, it's about a transitionary stage where things are put on hold. So it's about that you are meant to set out on whatever experience you want to set yourself out on, but right now you're supposed to move through this transitionary phase, this time period, but in that manner. So the resistance that you're experiencing right now, or whatever the tendency or the self part that actually wants to protect you from those experiences that you want to have, it's around timing. Maybe the timing around it is not right. You can say that things are being brewed for you in right proportion, in right time, and when the time is right, that death card will automatically transform itself into a knight. You know, the man sitting on the horse, it will come alive on his own, and the time will be right, the situations will be right, everything will be ripe for you, the conditions will be very much conducive for you to go about on it. Okay, so the key aspect here is not to hurry it, not to rush it. The sense of urgency that you are sensing is right, but It is only there so that you can let it brew inside you, and you're not supposed to ignore it, and you're not also supposed to ignore the protective tendency that is coming with it. You're supposed to merge these aspects, you're supposed to honor both of them and wait for the right time when that transition should actually happen. When that transition actually finishes, you will be set out on a journey, and you will take those actions on your own in a very flow process. Okay, this reading is definitely about your soul seeking adventure. Okay, you are someone who is desperately looking out for a way to be on adventure, because that is what actually feeds your soul, that is what helps you thrive on the inside. This is like how you keep your inner fire burning, right? But okay, so let me see what are the blockages that are presenting themselves. Okay, so wheel of fortune to the lovers. So what I'm also sensing is, there is, with the wheel, you can definitely say timing. There is something very crucial about the timing. Okay, you can say when things are meant to happen, they are going to happen in a jiffy. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. That is this is destined, because the wheel is there, so this is going to come for you. All right, there's no doubt about that. But the other obstacle that I'm picking up on because of the lovers is, it's giving me that unhealed wounds around partnership. Okay, I don't know how it is relevant, how partnership is relevant to the sense of adventure. I have no idea, but that is how this lover's energy is presenting itself. Okay, you're meant to perhaps experience this in partnership with someone. Okay, like in a collaboration in twos. So the number two is very significant. Whatever cards I have taken out for the lovers, there is like a figure holding two things in their hands, right? The star is holding two jugs in her hands. In two of pentacles, the clown is holding two pentacles, and in justice card, there is the balancing scales. So in that sense, first of all, the partnership wounds are there, and if someone joins or comes along the way, you're meant to have an equal partnership, is what I'm hearing. Because with justice, you can see the scales are balanced. Okay, or this person could be like someone who is your exact opposite. Okay, so you're meant to experience this with someone. Okay, or maybe through someone. Yeah, maybe through someone. Right kind of partnership is coming for you, so you have to acknowledge it, and you have to actually honor it when it comes your way. The things are in gestation, the empress confirms that. What I am picking up on more throughout this reading is that things are brewing for you. Okay, you just have to let them brew, and that resistance, that sense of protection that is coming on to you, is equally important for you to address, as much as this sense of going on an adventure is. So how are you going to know it's time? When you would know it's time, this feeling of resistance would disappear for you. There would be no longer a sense inside you to protect yourself, or there would be no fear or concern at all. Things would be flowing. There would be flow, like proper flow. That's how you'd know. The interesting part here is the oracle message that says, what do I know without knowing why or how? The imagery in this quote is for the walnut tree. This card came out right after I was talking to you about how are you going to know it's time to go. Okay, you're just going to know. You're going to know because there would be no sense of protection, care, or resistance brewing inside you anymore. That would disappear. And this part, the sense that wants to put themselves onto an experience or a journey, would be all you would be able to hear. There would be no resistance at all. All right, so that's how you would know. That's the wisdom behind the walnut, because walnut represents the brain, the logic. Okay, and it also represents unity, a coherence in your mind. There would be no opposition at all. So honor that voice of resistance. For now, if it is there, you're supposed to understand the purpose behind it. And if for any reason you feel that this sense of resistance or concern is coming from a place of fear, or there is something you should be afraid of, or something you should be worried about, or something you should be taking actions towards, and it's nothing, because that is the walnut energy, that whatever obstacle is presenting itself right now, it has a purpose. So honor that, because on the right time it's going to be uplifted or going to be dissolved, okay, or going to be cracked open like the very walnut here. And so that's today's message. If you made it till the end, share what part met you the most. It helps me tune in a little deeper to your energy. I'll meet you again when the roots whisper a new truth.